Okay, so good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, classmates.
Okay, you may take your seats.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, today, this afternoon, we will witness the debate of the grade 5 pupils of Bakil Elementary School on the topic, recycling should be compulsory. Before we start, let us take a look on this video. Okay, did you enjoy the video?
Yes.
I hope you gained something from that. So, our topic for this afternoon that will be debated by the different teams will based on that video presented. This time, I would like to remind everyone to be attentive and listen very carefully so that we will gain insights to help us decide on this matter. So, to the both sides, the affirmative team and the negative team, do your best and good luck. So, I will now introduce to you, let us welcome our debate moderator, Miss Jeremy Raisa Mamala. Let's give her a hand.
I am pleased to welcome you all in this classroom debate. The topic to be debated today is should recycling be compulsory. Sitting on my left is the affirmative side. First affirmative speaker is Christine Ivy Tagalan. Second affirmative speaker is Nina Danica Dolong. Third affirmative speaker is Arian Rose Aconia. Fourth affirmative speaker is Maisel Serra. And the fifth affirmative speaker is Ilko Laurian. Sitting on my right is the negative side. First negative speaker is Mark Vincent Lu. Second negative speaker is Feby Marichelle Taupo. Third negative speaker is Alfie Rainier Magbanwa. Fourth negative speaker is Marinel Causi. And the fifth negative speaker is Camille Pasungkala. In behalf of the class, I extend a special welcome to our Board of Judges. Mrs. Purita C. Roses, Teacher 3, a Grade 6A Advisor. Mrs. Mary Joy E. Abraham, Teacher 1, Grade 5 Level Chairman. And Miss Susan C. Villarreal, our beloved school principal. Our timekeeper is Arnold Jamblang. Jeremy Raisa Wahab Mamalak, I'm your moderator. The debates will have 2 minutes each to deliver their remarks and 2 minutes each for rebuttal. After each debater finishes his/her address, I will immediately call on the next speaker. The timekeeper will notify the speaker the remaining minutes by raising a time card. Are there any questions regarding the rules?
None.
Well, let's start ball rolling. May I call on the first affirmative speaker to deliver the resolution and define its term. Let's hear from the first affirmative speaker, Christine Ivy Tagalan. Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Recycling is nothing but a process of using old or waste product into new product, or simply turning an item into another useful item. It makes us feel proud of taking an important step towards reducing pollution. For example, scrap paper might be turned into newspaper or paper bags when sent in the recycling plant. Recycling is fun activity, especially when done in groups. It helps reduce energy usage, reduce consumption of fresh raw materials, and many other advantages. Reasons why everybody nowadays is encouraged to do recycling. And we strongly agree on the proposed statement that recycling should be compulsory. Thank you. And let's hear from the first negative speaker, Mark Vincent Lu.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Many of us feel overwhelmed by the term recycling, especially nowadays because of the environmental issues. Surprisingly, recycling process may not always be beneficial and has shocking effects. Making recycle compulsory, it is crucial to understand the good and bad involved in this process. Remember that recycling is not always cost-effective and some recycled materials do not last for long. Its durability and safety is not credible because oftentimes we question why settle for less if we can have the best. Obviously, I do not agree that recycling should be compulsory.
Thank you. Let's hear the second affirmative speaker, Nina Danica Dolong. Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Recycling, as we can see nowadays, is very much needed in your environment. It helps protect the environment in the most balanced manner. While many trees are cut down, continually recycled paper made from certain trees is reused repeatedly to minimize filling or the deterioration with recycled paper as an outstanding example. A number of other natural resources can be reused this way. Thank you. Let's hear the second negative speaker, Feby Marichelle Itong. Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I disagree that it should be compulsory. Recycling is not always cost-effective. Sometimes, there may be a need to establish separate factories to process reusable products. This may create more pollution as they would go under the process of cleaning, storage, and transportation. Thank you. And let's hear the third affirmative speaker, Arian Rose Acon.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. We should make recycling compulsory because it reduces energy consumption. It is not true that it creates more pollution compared to a large amount of energy consumed by processing raw materials at the time of manufacture. In this manner, more pollution will be produced. Recycling helps to minimize energy consumption, which is crucial for massive production such as mining or refining. This also makes the production process very cost-effective and beneficial for manufacturers.
Thank you. Let's hear the third negative speaker, Auntie Rainer Magbani. Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I strongly disagree that this recycling should be compulsory. We cannot force everyone to do recycling because recycled products cannot last for long. Recycled products are always not of durable quality. Such items are mostly made of trash waste, picked up from other waste products which are of fragile or overly used. For this reason, recycled products are cheap and last for a shorter period. It can be a waste of time. Instead of doing this, why not make use of our time in having more productive work and products?
Thank you. Let's hear the fourth affirmative speaker, Maisel Serra.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Recycling should be compulsory because it promotes judicial and sustainable use of resources. This process ensures that there is no discriminate use of any materials when available and plenty in the process. Recycling is encouraged at all levels, starting from school to corporate offices and international levels. This means we can preserve all precious resources for our future generation without any compromise in the present. We can do it in a simple ways and not wasting time. All we need is concern to our environment. We should start recycling in our heart to have a passion and affection to our Mother Earth.
Thank you. Let's hear the fourth negative speaker, Marinel Causi.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator.
We should also consider before making this activity compulsory the high initial cost. Setting up new recycle units involve high costs. This huge cost can come up as a part of acquiring different utility vehicles, upgrading the processing facility, educating residents by organizing seminars, and other programs. Disposing of existing waste and chemical, etc., so that we can attain the goal of recycling and its effects. We don't need to make it compulsory.
Thank you. Let's hear the fifth affirmative speaker, Dimple Laureano.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I strongly disagree to that. Recycling should be compulsory. I know that you have seen it, and it is evident that recycling reduces pollution. Industrial waste today is the main source of all types of pollution. Recycling of industrial products such as cans, chemicals, plastics help to cut down pollution level considerably. As these materials are reused instead of throwing them away irresponsibly, recycling old and waste products into new products reduces the amount of waste to go to landfills. This helps in reducing water and land pollution, as landfills are a major source in contributing to destruction of natural environments. Recycling programs keep 70 tons of waste from being deposited into landfills every year.
Thank you. Let's hear the fifth negative speaker, Camille Pasungkan.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. See, you reuse these materials even it should be thrown away. How can we make sure that is safe with regards to health issues? Recycling sites are often unsafe and unhygienic. Places where all short of waste is dumped are conducive for debris formation and spread of disease and other dangers caused by harmful chemicals and waste. This not only causes widespread pollution but is harmful for dedicated people who recycle such products. Such waste, if mixed with water, leads to leachate formation
contamination and leads to toxification of water bodies, including drinking water. I disagree to this matter. Recycling should not be compulsory.
We have heard the different sides of the issue. This time, I let have a battle. Remember, you're given maximum of 2 minutes each to address your side. Affirmative side, you may have the floor. Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I refute the idea of negative speaker number 4. We can avoid health issue by having enough education about health safety. What we cannot avoid is the climate change due to global warming because of so much pollution. That is why we should make recycling compulsory, not just an option. Recycling helps to alleviate global warming and its ill effects. Mine waste is burned in heaps which produces large amount of greenhouse gas emission such as carbon dioxide and chlorofluorocarbon. Recycling ensures that the burning process is minimized and any waste is regenerated as useful product with no or minimal harmful impact on the environment. Recycling produces less greenhouse gases in industries burn fossil fuels for eco-friendly products.
Recycling is indeed a nice word, but it is not widespread on large scale. Although recycling is an important step to minimize pollution, unfortunately, this process is just a small part of long-term success. Recycling often occurs at a small scale homes or schools and has failed to be useful at a large level such as at industries or holistically at a global stage. Saving paper at schools cannot be compared to oil spills or massive tree felling at industrial level.
That's the reason why we should make recycling compulsory. We should start from our own little ways towards the achievement of much wider concern. Most importantly, in conserving natural resources. If all end-use materials are not recycled, the new products are made from extracting fresh raw materials from beneath the earth through mining and extraction. Recycling helps in conserving important raw materials and protects natural habitats for the future. Conserving natural resources such as wood, water, and minerals ensures its optimum use.
If there is no interpellation, the floor is open for questions coming from the audience if there is any. Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I address this question to the negative speaker number 2. How can you say that recycling is not always cost-effective?
Recycling is not always cost-effective because we can reuse recycled materials but also undergo a lot of process like recycling paper.
Who else? Claire.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I address this question to the negative speaker number 4. What can you say concern to our environment in many ways, right? So we don't need to make it compulsory.
Yes, it is. There are many ways, but recycling is one of the easiest and effective forms of helping our environment. The easiest ways in saving the future generation.
Who else? And the second.
I address this question to affirmative speaker number 3. How can you say that recycling does not produce more pollution?
I would like to emphasize that less pollution is produced compared in making or processing raw materials. It will also lessen the waste that is being thrown away that contribute to various disasters like flood.
Who else? Nicole. I address this question to negative speaker number 5. Can you say a specific example of caused by recycling?
Yes, tetanus, which is caused by an infection with the bacterium Clostridium tetani, which is commonly found in soil, dust, and manure that is undeniably present in waste materials that is being recycled.
Who else?
I address this question to affirmative speaker number 3. Why we should make recycle compulsory?
Because it reduces energy consumption.
Who else?
I address this question to the negative speaker number 5. How can you say that recycling should be not compulsory? Such waste, if mixed with water, leads to leachate formation and leads to toxification of water bodies, including drinking water.
Who else?
I address this question to negative speaker number 4. Why we should also consider, before making this activity compulsory, the high initial cost.
Setting up new recycle units involves high cost.
Who else?
I address this question to negative speaker number 1. Why did you not agree that new recycling should be compulsory?
Recycling compulsory is crucial to understand the good and bad involved in this process.
Those are their ideas. Did you learn something from our activity today? Yes! Thank you. And now I will turn over the microphone to our facilitator, Mr. Ireneo Mosquera.
Thank you, Miss Jeremy. And I would like to thank everyone for that very wonderful argument. I hope you have learned a lot from this activity. And now, we would like to hear from our the result or feedback from the chairman of the Board of Judges, none other than our ever beautiful, kind, and understanding principal, Miss Susan C. Villarreal. Ma'am?
Okay, thank you very much to your facilitator, teacher. In this class debate on recycling should be compulsory. So, as we look at it, as we observe what is going on between the affirmative and negative, all the pupils are very, very, very good. Let's clap our hands. Okay. Foremost, you are all very attentive. You are hearing everyone's remark, everyone's statement. That goes to show that the lesson is very interesting also. Prior to your lesson, I know that your teacher has what? Activated your prior learning. That's why you can easily throw back, you can easily suggest, you can easily ask questions pertaining to what is being presented. On the affirmative side, I congratulate you for having this debate. Who are the affirmative side? Who are they? This one. They are all very, very good. So with the negative side, where are the negative? Okay. Both the groups have explained very well on how this recycling, how are we going to address this recycling. And so, based from your opinions, based from your insights, from your facilitator, what is our best answer? Is recycling compulsory or recycling is not compulsory? May I hear from you?
Recycling compulsory.
Is.
Recycling is compulsory.
Very good. So, you have, based from the debate, because you have such valid answers. Here we have negative, the other one is positive. You have inculcated in your mind that we need to be what? That recycling must be compulsory. Why compulsory? What are those that made this recycling compulsory? Because of what? Can you give me one? Very good answer. Why should this be recycling compulsory? And in the other hand, some more hands. Why should this recycling be compulsory? As you have said, as you have heard the debate, as you have thrown questions that are your insights from the lessons that your facilitator have given you. Can you give one? Anybody? Why should we need to do it? In other words, we need to do it, right? Yes. Why? I'd like to hear from the affirmative side.
Negative.
From your own answers.
Negative.
From your own, here, from the negative, from your own answers. From your own, you have different folders, you have your knowledge, ideas. Those were from your facilitator. He has inculcated in your mind. And so, my question is, why? Yes.
Because it is important to our country.
It is important? Why important? Why is it important? What is the best word, the key word? Why is it important? Why is it important? Why is there is a need for recycling to be compulsory? What is compulsory? What is compulsory? Huh? Yes, to be recycled. Oh. So and so. Why? Huh? Huh? It's a must. Yes, it is a must. We must do it. Another one. Why? There is a need for us. Or why is it that recycling must be compulsory? Because recycling must be compulsory Because what? Why? What are those things that made it compulsory? That we need to do it. In other words, that we need to do it. Why? This one. I know you have insights. You have gained knowledge and insights from your facilitator. You are just ashamed. Keep one. Why do we need? Why is there a need for us that that we are going to use recycling, or we need to adapt it? We need to do it. So that what? What are the answers? Yes.
We have to do it for our country.
Yes, very good. We need to do it for our country. Why is there a need? Is it only for our country? Is it only for our country? Who will benefit the recycling? Who will benefit? Huh? The people. From all of us. Yes, from all of us. No, pupils will benefit if we are going to do this recycling. And so, therefore, that is it. You have a very, very good debate. No? You have expressed your ideas, your insights, your knowledge regarding what you have learned. And your facilitator has what? Excellent facilitating skills. Why? If he does not possess the facilitation skills, you may not be able to what? To express your ideas regarding this debate. No? So, he is only the facilitator and you are doing it. He is guiding you so that you will come up to a very concrete, good, and excellent performance. And so, congratulations to all of you. Let us clap our hands for our. I hope we could do this frequently in all our subjects so that our learning will be enhanced always. Big congratulatory mark to our teacher facilitator, Mr. Ireneo Mosquera. Palakpakan natin. For doing his best. This is all about SEAMEO Innotech, but all of this must be applied in our own respective schools, particularly in our respective districts. So our critic also, what we call this, si Ma'am Roses? Judge. Ma'am Purita Roses. We may also hear from her if there is, no? And also we have another judge, Ma'am Mary Joy Abraham. Congratulations also at we were given the time to what? To hear the debate from our grade 5 class. No? Thank you. And once again, good afternoon to each and everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that very meaningful, constructive, yet excellent feedback from our activity. So, our two judges, Ma'am Roses and Ma'am Abraham, from the bottom of my heart, I am very glad and thankful that you have spent your precious time with us this afternoon. And to you, ma'am, thank you so much for giving your precious time with us. And to all of you, thank you for your cooperation. I hope this activity would enhance and give us more knowledge. As we teachers are going to be 21st century teachers, you also are the 21st century learners. And that's all. Thank you very much.